Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast and navigating your week ahead through tarot. Let's get right to it. All right, so we have an angel numerology number 22 day today. The 22 does reduce to a 4, but angel number 22 works with the magician and the King of Swords in tarot. You can call upon Archangel Raziel, Archangel Raguel, and it's a little bit like the Taurus in Gemini type of energy. It carries the characteristics of the number 4, and it's literally amplified in a sense that the energy of 22 being a master builder, a master number, is mega practical. And it's about making huge plans. There's absolutely nothing that any of us need to worry about, fret about, or get bothered by with this energy. All manner of communications are favored, and it's highly likely that there will be plenty of physical and spiritual help available with this 22 energy. And just in case you are wondering what is the number 4, it is having faith. Its angels are present. That message from your guardian angels and archangels to stop worrying about whatever was going on when you came to this video. It's about being brilliant. It's about seeing the bigger picture idea and moving into that realm. Moving on. We have a message here from Archangel Jeremiah. Call upon me, mercy of God, for forgiveness, so that you can move forward and make choices uninhibited by the past. Why this is very important and why this showed up today, you're going to see it as we move into this next week, which is where there's a full moon at the end of it. The affirmation: I release the past with gratitude and forgiveness. I joyfully create the future of my dreams. Most everything that we should be doing in our lives needs to be connected to joy. When we're not feeling the joy, when we're not feeling the goodness, that happy effervescence in the heart space, we know that we're following a path that is challenging. Either it can lift us up or it can send us down. Either way, we have to find the happiness and the joy as best we can. My isms. I am on the bridge between earth and heaven. I've said that my personal belief is that I am a spiritual being having a physical experience. I am enough just as I am. Anytime that we have problems where we are doubting ourselves or doubting our capabilities, it's likely linked to a comparison of some sort or another. We compare it with someone who does something that we think is better than what we're doing it. Then we have the copycat syndrome. Or what is that other one that I hear a lot? Folks who create incredible masterpieces, they have a problem with the fact that they don't think they're good enough to create it. Imposter syndrome, there you go. Nothing is more important than my feeling of joy and happiness. Perfect for today. Absolutely perfect for today. Now, we have a new divine master who has not shown herself very often. And she shows herself in the form of Mother Mary, talking about miraculous encounters, divine experiences, asking us not to be afraid of being powerful. You're now getting this whole, the number 22 reduces to number 4, releasing the past with gratitude and forgiveness, seeking the joy, divine experience. Do not be afraid of being powerful. You're enough just as you are. Nothing's more important than feeling and being of joy. So this is where your message is. You've been having spiritual visions and maybe miraculous encounters. Well, don't be afraid of them. God-given abilities to help you remember who you are and where you've come from. Mother Mary is a lovely, nurturing spirit that comes to each and all of us. All we have to do is say, listen, power doesn't have to come with force. Power doesn't have to come with being a bully. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Power comes when you stand in your own truth, when you stand in your own authenticity. I was doing a meditation this morning thinking about I want a video that sends a message out to the world, and I want it to be somewhat channeled by spirit world to tell us where we are, where we're going, and how to cope. And all of a sudden I got visions of the difference between divine intelligence and artificial intelligence, and the information was just flying in like, oh, I asked for this avalanche of information to come, but it's too much for me to share in this video, so I'm going to put together something to share later. My own thoughts and feelings about that. Moving on. We have another angel activation card, the healing rays. Healing is not linear. It's not. And healing rays is the energy around healing. And the healing rays basically are angels that are exuded directly from the divine source energy, life source, if you will, dedicated to healing and bringing wholeness to each and every one of us. This energy and these beings are forms of forms that are shared on the earth as well as it is in heaven. Beings of Reiki, for example, the healing elements of other healing arts, if you will. The guides, psychic guides, spiritual forms of healing. That's where we get our messages, where we channel, is all forms of healing. Those are the healing rays that people use. So if you're in a state of despair, feeling like you're not getting anywhere and you've been held back, remember that the healing is not linear. There's no start, there's no finish, there's no end, there's no up, there's no down. We can always go further, we can always go deeper on our journey to wholeness. And it's essential to refocus our energy right now. Not allow ourselves to get pulled into keep on asking for it. We have to be it. Say that one more time. We keep asking outside of ourselves for this healing energy, the psychic energy, the energy that is non-physical, but we actually have to be it. It's actually part of who we are. So if you've been asking yourselves, or you've been pulled into the asking, why me? That's only going to push you into the darker abyss, fear and concern. Angels are here for you right now, lifting you higher and higher, stronger and stronger version of yourself, so that you can push through the blip. Get focused. Feel the healing element. Feel the light version of yourself emerging for others as well as you. This energy, this is a feeling. It's what people kind of get. It's not anything anyone says. It's not anything anyone reads. You get up next to somebody you know is a good person and you feel their goodness. You get up next to somebody you know is not so savvy, not so authentic, and you feel it. Get my drift. Louise Hay says, inside of me lie all the answers to all the questions I will ever ask. This and all of this came up today. It's all linked in. I didn't spend hours choosing what should I put down, what should I say, what should I project today. All of these different elements of divination just came. I pulled these from a pile of cards. These two came up as I shuffled yesterday. I do have something I'm going to add to the week ahead with tarot, because something did happen when I pulled those tarot cards, but that's for the next video, which will be linked into this. So let's see what the fairies have to say about all of this. Gertrude, Beatrice, and all the fairies, well, there's the card. They were waiting, so I don't have to shuffle anymore. I didn't even see what that was before it flipped. All right. Oh, it's two. Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. Okay. Two truly important messages We have to be optimistic. Joy, happiness, fulfillment, that creativity, knowing that we are the bridge between the heaven and the earth, knowing that we're enough just as we are, knowing that there's nothing more important than joy and happiness. That's optimism. Enlightenment, getting quiet, leaving off the heavy burdens of darkness, the feeling of all these feelings of not getting anywhere. That's not helping. It lifts us up. You see this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fairy queen in the lotus position, just sitting quietly and breathing. And she has the light of the divine coming through the top of her head. This is how we listen. It is our transistor radio or our satellite feed to source energy, to the divine. And I'm thinking that this is quite enough for today. Everything you need to know is inside of you. That feeling that this doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. This feels fantastic, it always is. Think of the giddy, light-hearted, fun energy. That's the bubble we want to be in. Yes. We experience grief. Yes. We have our friends and our loved ones and our pets and our things that leave their physical embodiment. And we're taught. We miss them. We want them physically with us. They never go anywhere. They're always with us, just not in physical form. And I'm digressing into a different subject. All right, my friends, let's see. That's it for part 1. I'll be right back with part 2 once I lay the cards out, so stay tuned. All right, so it's me again, back with part 2 of our Divine Daily Blast Plus reading for the week ahead with Tarot. Let's get to the cards and what's happening, because quite a bit going on this week. Here we go. So, let's just start with the fact that we're about to enter into a brand new month. Now, this is for the week ahead, April 26th to May 2nd. And incidentally, it is week number 18 in the year. Can you believe we're in the 18th week of the year? So for May, everything in the ethers in the cosmos has taken a bit of a break, taken a bit of a lull, an ease. There's no astrological shake-ups coming. So it isn't a lull before the storm, because usually when things are quiet in the ethers and in the heavens, next thing we know, we've got eclipses, we've got all these retrograde planets. It's just a nice break from all those major planetary moves. There's been a lot planetary moves probably in the last 9 months to a year. Now the planets have all settled down, they're snoozing for a bit. We're all being urged to focus on us, focus on ourselves, our individuality, our individual creativity, to be grateful for the good news in our lives. This is a great month to check in on friends, particularly any friend that you feel might have astrological challenges, psychic challenges, anything that's going on in their chart that they're really not quite up on. They may have had recent physical, emotional, psychological changes that they weren't expecting, and they might be having a hard time adjusting to it all. Our job is to remind them that all is well, but more importantly, to remind ourselves that all is well. Now, Venus, the ruler of Taurus, which is where the sun is residing for most of this month, is about to, it's all about romance and finances. So this is a good suggestion to work on ways to improve both in our lives. If you want more money, ask for it, visualize it, and go towards manifesting it. The only bump in the astrological highway this month is going to occur on Tuesday, May the 5th, when Mars clashes with Jupiter and Pluto squares up with Mercury. After that, we can all breathe a little bit. The sun is going to shift into Gemini on the 21st of May. So get some grounding work or some breath work or some healing work done. Anything to do with energy of the inner body. This will set us up nicely for the last week of May, which may be a little intense with the energy of the blue moon on May 29th. Blue moon meaning 2 full moons in the same month. Now, the first full moon is in Scorpio, comes up at the end of this week. Focus on deep transformation, healing conversations and expansion of love and all of your emotional connections. This Scorpio moon is not like many because it's lacking the usual snap and bite. Rather, this full moon in Scorpio is utilizing emotional sensitivity. The emphasis this full moon is on being kind to yourself, compassionate to yourself, as well as to others. This full moon is harmonizing with that cheerful sign or that cheerful planet of Jupiter. It's adding a really good dollop of optimism and interpersonal growth, boosting all of these transformations. Loving Venus will be aligning with Saturn right at the peak of the full moon, pushing open lots of opportunities in areas of finances and areas of relationships, and not just romantic. It's a very if there's very little going on in those areas of your life, this would be a time to dream, believe, conceive, and achieve. It's all going on almost simultaneously. Mercury will be meeting with the healing elements of Chiron. So any conversations you have will be healing and very therapeutic. You might be healing old wounds. You may be chit-chatting to siblings, taking the rough edges off of some difficult conversations. All possible this month, or at least this week. This full moon could be the ticket to ride to release everything you need to set you free. Release and restore. May the loving vibrations of the week forgive what needs to be forgiven. May it carry harmony, peace, balance, and deep love into our hearts and minds. Now let's move on to where we are each day for this week. Sunday, April 26th, the number 22. I've said that in the first part of this video. Master Builder, hopes, dreams, wishes, helped by the divine. But here we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card appearing in this particular reading on this particular day signifies that you are coming close to a significant point in your life where you must start to evaluate yourself. Evaluate your belief systems. Evaluate what you've been telling yourself. Evaluate the habits that you really aren't aligned with. To see this card can also indicate that you are in a period of awakening. And it's been brought on by the act of this self-reflection. We may have had opportunities lately where we've been deep contemplation. Now, the moon on Sunday is in Virgo, and it's a red letter day because Uranus, the planet of change and chaos, changes signs for the first time since 2018. It's now moving into Gemini. So this is a reminder to start thinking for yourself, thinking by yourself, and thinking on your own terms. Independence, optimism, happiness, joy. I don't want this anymore. I'm done with that. Be okay with all these choices that you're making. Moving on to Monday. Monday's the number 5 angel numerology day. It's about adventure and change. And we have the 6 of Swords. 6 of air if you're using one of Radley's decks. And we see this woman on a ship flanked by swords, lit by an elaborate chandelier up there. This richly illustrated transition across the water signifies the moving away from turmoil and going towards calmer waters. You see this, the swords are in the water, but they're not creating chaos. The third, the card signifies leaving behind difficulties, transitioning to a better phase, and traveling forward on our ethereal journey. The Six of Swords in many decks often features a lone figure navigating with a boat. The boat, the water, that is a healing travel forward. Moving on to Tuesday. It's a number 6 angel numerology day. Rejuvenate and review. Take a look at things. Look at them in a different light. Here we have the 9 of Wands. And in this image we see the soldier nearly naked, curled into the fetal position and covered only by his helmet and his cloak. He's got a raven, blackbird, signifying messengers, and more blackbirds surrounding the other wands. And the raven on his shoulder and those on the ground are messengers reminding him he's fought hard and he's shown resilience and endurance. He might appear wounded and tired, and notice how he's floating upward, signaling the need to keep going past any setbacks. The soldier needs to set boundaries and protect his energies from being depleted further. This card indicates we're almost there and the finish line is in our line of sight. These birds are telling him, don't worry, it's all good, keep going. Now the moon on Tuesday is in Libra. As she makes her way through this sign, romantic Venus is meeting with Pluto. It is time to ask yourself what you want from love and what your love life looks like. You get the drift. We're moving away from what doesn't work. We're moving into what does. And while we're looking at people who have no clue what we're doing and how we're doing it, we have to keep going. Wednesday, another wand day, action day. Wands are about action, doing things, material things, things that we have tangible assets. And on Wednesday, it's a number 7 angel numerology day, a time to be focused. And we have this 5 of Wands card. And this card's energy focuses on inner conflict, division, and the breakdown of collective strengths. Unlike traditional interpretations of chaotic, playful competition, this card emphasizes the vulnerability that occurs when bonds get broken. You see, it's represented by individual sticks or wands in this case. One group coming undone, one group struggling to stay together. The bundle of wands are being pulled apart, tied up all over the place. 5 separate wands suggest a lack of unity, which leads to weakness, highlighting the consequences of internal strife. We may have difficulties on Wednesday trying to let go of things that we feel we shouldn't let go of. You have to look at the inner conflict between which energy is the strongest, which wolf are you feeding, which part of yourself really needs to take action when that part has not taken any action at all. The image shows how things come undone, how broken partnerships or splintered focus can leave us feeling vulnerable. Now on Wednesday, the moon is in Libra and also opposing Saturn. So flights of romantic fancy are brought to the earth with a bit of a bump. It's better to dream and wake up rather than to never dream at all. You may be thinking about lofty thoughts and having a conflict with the fact that these lofty thoughts are not necessarily in your highest good, but they actually are if they make you feel good. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday is a number 8 angel numerology day. It's success, abundance, expansion, all good things in the numbers. And we have the Six of Wands. Again, another wand. The difference here is the Five of Wands took us to this feeling of things coming apart. The Six of Wands saying you made the good choice. It's triumph, success, public recognition for hard work. It represents a moment of victory where confidence and efforts are being rewarded, encouraging pride in accomplishments. This is a Ciro Marchetti image showing this victorious woman riding through the clouds, riding through the storm, arms upstretched. She doesn't need to hold on to the reins because she knows exactly where she's going. This card focuses on achievements, the achievement of goals and positive acknowledgement that comes with everything that she's about to do, or you're about to do, or we're about to do. It encourages a feeling of being proud of accomplishments, using that confidence to move forward. There's victory in this card. It reminds us to recognize the efforts of those who have helped us along the way. So along with this card, it's about gratitude paying off. Moving on to Friday, we've got the Star card, a Major Arcana card, a 7 Angel Numerology day. Focus, focus, focus. The Star represents hope, inspiration, renewal, healing energy. Appearing after the turmoil of the Tower in the Major Arcana deck, Tower comes and then the Star comes. To signify calm, peace, spiritual guidance, it encourages authenticity and trust, indicating a period of spiritual rejuvenation. Now, what's going on Friday is a happy full moon happening at 10:23 in the morning in LA, 1:23 in the afternoon in New York. We're on the east coast of America, and 6:23 in the evening in London. And if you are in Sydney, Australia, 3:23 in the morning the next day. The full moon brings a lively get up and go, lunatic energy for long-lasting romance and healing conversations. Forgiveness on Friday is the key. Saturday, my friends, another 8. Because we moved into a new month, we changed the numbers. So we get a second dip into success, abundance, and expansion. And we have the Hermit, representing introspection, solitude, the search for inner wisdom. This is a signification that we need to withdraw from daily distractions, seek deeper truth, self-reflection, and spiritual understanding. We'll have that full moon energy still looming. We need to act as a beacon of light in the darkness that others and people may feel. They're going to pick up on our expansion, our transformation, and our light. So this card is saying, don't just sit there, tap into the energy and believe in yourself. Chase a dream on Saturday. I hope that's quite enough for you. I hope you're dealing with that really well. Let's see. I'll go back through these cards. Do you like my love poster on the wall? I got that yesterday at Michael's, in case you're interested. It's a Jonathan Adler. I rather love it. I rather fell in love with it the minute I saw it. Anyway, I digress. Real quick, I'll round up this week. It's really all about self-reflection. It's really all about sorting and sifting and shifting and moving through those elements of our lives that really need to be gone. I've been saying this for the last 4 or 5 months. This is the end of it. This is the culmination of we're doing the work. We're doing the spiritual work of lifting. You may be feeling it already. We're doing the spiritual work of standing our ground, putting our boundaries down, and being okay with that. The inner turmoil of that might upset this person, might upset that person, that's gone. We are facing forward. We are putting our roots down and saying, enough is enough. We're moving into something more graceful, more loving, more kind. And you may find your spiritual journey, the meditations, more vivid. The walks in nature, more vivid. The creativity sparking up. That's the kind of energy we're moving through and upward, leaving behind the drudgery of feeling on the back foot. We're moving towards the front foot. All right, my friends, let me know in the comments what you think of all of this. And I'll be back tomorrow with the Divine Daily Guide. Bye for now.